Ladies and gentlemen, the Adult Baby Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Adult Babies Podcast, episode 107. I am B.
I'm Chick.
And I'm Chris.
All right, there we go, back at it.
Back at it again.
How you guys doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm earning for people to talk to because I have nobody to talk to on my daily
Yeah, so now your house is empty.
agenda now.
How's
Yeah,
that?
you more
been?
bored now that everybody's out?
Yep.
Well, I noticed, you know what it's like? I was thinking about this today. Being friends with you, it's almost like having a friend on the West Coast. Because you send text messages at like 3 a.m, like you're wide awake
He
eating dinner.
does.
I do. What did I text
was-
you guys last night? I forget what.
Something about
I don't know,
our
but it was
next
at like
guest.
1 a.m.,
Oh, it was about somebody I thought we were gonna have as a guest.
Yeah,
which I'm hyped about. That'll be cool.
it'll be
But
fun.
That's
Let's
fun.
wait till the morning, though. I'm trying to go to sleep, and then my phone, bzz, bzz, and not only is it one text, it's consecutive texts. I'm like, good.
You're
I like
definitely,
to
you
get
don't
it
write
out when-
paragraphs. You're more of like a machine gun texter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't do a long
Absolutely.
paragraph. It's a long paragraph to me is it turns people off. You see a long paragraph, you don't even want to read it.
I wouldn't read
But-
it. Yeah.
If you give
But
them
I
a
see-
short one, then they read it, and then you hit them with a couple of the little ones. They read them all.
I get the logic in that. I agree with it. But at 2 a.m, a lot of times you text me like at that time, and then you ask me the next day, like, so what did you think? I'm like, I forgot about it because it was in the middle of the night.
Well, here's my thing. I don't expect a response. I don't send that expecting a response now. I send it so I don't forget to send it because I do my best thinking late at night.
Like a
And then,
notepad.
That's your best thinking?
and then I
Some
send
guy
it
we've
and
known
then
forever?
I figure, yeah, I know, but now, whatever, man.
By the way, Chris, like, this isn't somebody we don't know. Like,
No, I
we
know.
him, and he's sending me pictures. I'm like, I know.
We've talked
those are
about
more
getting him
correct.
on before.
That was more about for Chris.
We've
Oh,
talked
alright.
about getting him on before, but it wasn't possible. But now that we're doing Zoom,
That's why it came to my
Yeah.
attention. And I just
That's
said,
why
hey, like, what
at
are we doing?
night when his best thinking starts coming, this is what happened. And
Well,
and you have such a terrible memory that if you, God forbid, fall asleep for about 6 hours, that whole thought is gone. It's
Can I
over.
get-
It'll never come back.
can I just say one thing in defense of Chick?
Yes, please.
Why is your buzzer on?
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
see it till the morning.
Because I
That's my
get text,
point, Chris.
because I'm working from home and I get texts from work in the morning. So if they need me in the morning,
You
then-
could hide the alerts on this text alone.
all right. Well, I'm not thinking to hide alerts from you, but this is my reality now. I have to get text messages from work in the morning that I want to stay on top of if they get me earlier than I'm awake. So I keep it on. It's off, but it's
I
buzzing.
get it.
So last night I'm having an awful time sleeping, by the way. I don't know about you guys. I
I'm
think
sleeping fine when I go. I'm just not going to bed early or you know what I
Having,
mean?
like a lot of weird tossy-turny nights, but
No, like I'm
sleep.
sleeping okay. I'm just not going to bed.
yeah, you're up like most, because I spoke to you last week and you were like, you were still going to watch a movie at like 2 a.m. or something. I was like, what kind of life is that? And then, so you must wake up, you sleep half the day away then, right?
No, I don't. I was up today at 11:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, so you sleep
that's
half
pretty
the day.
late.
That's not the half the day. I still have 11 hours before we did this show.
Yeah, I guess. I don't
That's
know.
true.
I just feel like that's late.
Yes,
I-
don't get me wrong. Getting up at 11 is late, but not when you go to bed at 6.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Sleep.
God, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, but what do you do? Like, the middle of the night to me is so.
Is the time of the day. Everybody's sleeping.
I
It's
hate
like
it. It's so quiet.
I love it.
What do you do though? Is it just you just watch movies and
Yeah, it's uninterrupted TV and music or whatever it is I'm doing.
But-
Sometimes
but
I go to bed and listen to music for an hour or two.
Who's interrupting you during the day?
Just text and conversation.
Oh,
Kiss
man.
my ass.
I want to know. Seriously.
Hey,
People
listen,
are up.
these are things that people want to know about how you live your life.
I'm doing things during the day. I'm trying to stay busy. I'm talking to people. I'm more active. People are up. So I socialize during the day, and then night's my time for me.
All right.
I'm at the point. I thought I was at a breaking point yesterday, just because I've officially, huh?
No, I was making fun of how you said yesterday.
What did I
No.
say?
Yes, I'm like,
I officially, that was probably the computer. I officially have lost it. Like I haven't been out of the house. I told you last week, I don't go to Dunkin' Donuts anymore. I don't leave the house. So I'm just losing. I'm not sleeping, and I'm just losing my mind. I wasn't doing well. And my mom was like, you need to just go for a walk today. So
did you go?
I'm a little paranoid to leave the house. So I went, and I had a mask with me. My parents are like, you don't need a mask. Nobody's going to be out. I walk down my driveway. There's a kid skateboarding. There's ladies walking this way. It's like a parade out there.
Yeah.
So I go back in. I'm like, there's people all over the place. I can't go anywhere. And my mom's, she's like, just go out, stay your distance. So I give it a few minutes. I go back outside, and I'm following these old ladies the entire time. They're walking slow, so I'm walking slow. And finally, I was like, I was going to go around the block, but I made a turn, and I went into a graveyard. And I was just walking around a graveyard. That's the only place where I could be alone.
That's good, though. I like graveyards.
So I took a long walk through the old graveyard down at the end of the block of my house. And
what if the virus jumps through dead bodies?
Well, I was like, at least I'm hanging out with people where I'll be soon, right? This thing gets me.
You know what I watched last? I'm sorry. You still go.
No. I'm just saying it made me feel a lot better when I got home. Because also I've been taking a nap every day. When I'm done with work, I'm like, I'll take an hour nap. I'm a big nap guy, like as I've said.
I haven't been napping.
But I think it's affecting my sleep because I'm not doing anything else during the day. So if I was working all day and I take that nap, I'm refreshed for the nighttime, and I can go to sleep. But now nothing's happening.
As much as everybody thinks I'm always sleeping, I've probably been up and awake for 80% of this pandemic.
You look like you've been awake for days.
Are you still sleeping with that Bane machine on your face?
Yeah, every night, baby.
Nice.
I was going to come on with the mask and do like a whole fake, whatever, but it's just bad karma.
What, do you think you're going to get it?
Oh, you were going to make fun of people on respirators?
No, not make fun of them. Just start the show like when you guys saw me, just looks like I'm in a hospital bed, but it was just bad karma.
Yeah, well, it looks like you're in a coffin right now. So.
The idea was given to me by somebody else.
But B, maybe you need to do what Chick does and just go out to your car once a day and put like a video on your iPad of a car driving somewhere and just pretend you're driving.
You can still drive. I might go for a drive to the beach tomorrow.
I was thinking about going for a drive. But yeah, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. No, tomorrow I won't. Yeah, who knows?
But now I'm FaceTiming with my nephew, which today was our first day. We were going to do a FaceTime. I told him I want him to FaceTime me every day so I could see him.
Yeah.
And he fucking lost it because he was using the phone and not the iPad. So I was small, and he lost mine, and we had to end that FaceTime.
He's never seen you small before?
Yeah, that's it. He'd never seen me small. But you want to know what was sad too? So today I get the doorbell rings, and I'm like, who the fuck is trying to come to my house right now? I go out to my thing, and I don't see anybody at the door. So I open the door thinking it's a package, and it's my brother's friend on his bike with his son, who's also my nephew's age, on his bike. And they drove by just to say hello from they weren't going to come and hang out, but they just ringing doorbells and saying hello on the street. And he's like, is Robbie home? And I'm like, they moved, man. They're not here anymore.
Yeah.
You're like, Robbie who?
I said, Robbie don't live here anymore. I kicked him out.
I don't like the idea of ringing people's doorbells, I'll be honest.
I was just looking at your face during that whole story, and
you looked like mortified.
Yeah,
he did.
I don't like the idea of people ringing my doorbells. Don't even touch anything on my door.
Well, I was a little kid, bro.
Yeah, I don't
They're the
care.
carriers.
Yeah, but he's been inside his house probably or whatever with his family for, I know the family well, but either way, I went outside. I talked to him from about 20 feet away, and that was it. So I had a visit from my brother's friend and his little son.
That's good. So you did have some buddy to talk to today.
But I'm not going to lie. I literally have nobody but my dog to talk to currently. And it's only been a couple days. And I feel like this is going to play itself out very quickly.
Yeah.
So I expect to be getting a lot of texts and phone calls from me. Like B got a weird call from me today.
Yeah, already.
What was the weird call?
Dude, he house party called me, which he does regularly. And I this time I answered because I was sitting, I wasn't doing anything, so I answered the damn thing, and he's not there. So I call him back, and his face shows up, and he's naked. His whole body, like I can see his flabby boobs. Everything was out. It was gross.
And
I was
I
about
was
to take a shower.
I was joking. I was telling him I'm gonna start. So I was like slowly moving the picture down my body, so he thought I was gonna show him my cock.
Yeah, I was worried. And then and then he showed me this first of all, he was high as a kite. I think he just realized he was looking at himself in the phone, and I think you just realize how tiny your eyes are when you're high like that. They're like these little coin slits. And then you had a mirror behind you, and you were showing me his whole backside. It's like it doesn't even look right. Like it's a back that just keeps going. Maybe there's a crease on the bottom. I don't even know.
Walked over so the FaceTime would have me, and then you'd see my mirror, but in the mirror you'd see my whole fucking back and ass. And I was trying to moon B.
There's not even ass.
Pick up on it. He was disgusted.
Well, there's not even an ass involved. It's almost like it's a back and just there's like a lot of folds. It's a very weird sight.
Stop it.
It doesn't. It looks like it was made in a department. It doesn't look like a person.
That's not it. It's like bread before it rises.
Yeah, it does.
That's not a good thing.
It's very doughy. It's a weird look. It didn't look like a normal back.
But yeah, I'm starting to lose it already, and it's just gonna be weird not having anybody to talk to, really, like physical interactions.
Right.
Yeah, that is weird because your parents aren't coming back for a bit still.
Well, it's probably gonna be another 10 days, maybe 8 days, 9 days.
All right, it's a long time.
That is.
Yeah, so I mean, not a really long time, but like with no interaction with any human being. Like physical, like I don't even have anybody like even in the house. Like it's just weird.
It really is, man. I don't know. That's
at least people get their families or girlfriends or kids.
Yeah. Right.
Like, now I got a dog that just looks at me.
The dog is confused. I suggest going out for a walk, chick.
No, I know.
It felt really good today, and I was sort of like back and forth with it. But once I got back, I was like, kind of. And especially going through the graveyard, I kind of get a little nervous in the graveyard. I'm like, if I'm going to see something. When I was younger, I actually knocked over one of the headstones accidentally in that place. So I always had I was like, I'm going to get haunted.
There's no way you didn't accidentally knock over
those things
are kids.
They're in the ground, though.
No, but what I'm saying is you guys are fucking around.
Yeah, no. So that cemetery there, it's like an old cemetery from what is it called? I prefer it if you cover your mouth even when you're alone. Like it's kind of that was a lot of phlegm coming into the screen.
That was like, you
good?
Yeah. That cemetery, it's the Quaker cemetery, so a lot of the headstones are either broken off. It's very old, and when we were kids, we were playing on there, and kind of just.
They should tear down that cemetery and just put houses.
You can't do that.
No, I kind of like that stuff.
They should.
Why would they? First of all, there's not enough. It's very small.
I just feel like it would be better. It's just an eyesore.
It's not an eyesore. Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been there.
It's very nice. It's not an eyesore at all.
We're talking about the one right before your house, like if you were going down right before Round Swamp, the end of Round Swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if nice is the way I would describe that cemetery.
Well, first of all, it's not anywhere big enough where you could put a house. Maybe you could fit 1 or 2 houses on there, and it's illegal to build a house on a cemetery.
Not if you remove the cemetery.
Why would they remove?
Who's buried there? Who goes to that cemetery?
First of all, every person from Farmingdale that like every street name that you know from Farmingdale is in that cemetery. So like,
really?
Oh yeah, like
So it's like a historical significant place.
Well, Powell.
It's like the original Farmingdale people were in that cemetery.
It's all that stuff.
Maybe
so
I'll
like,
go take a gander in that cemetery
it's kind
tomorrow.
of interesting. It's real small. It's just like a wraparound thing, and it's yeah.
Meet me at the cemetery tomorrow.
I don't know if I feel comfortable.
That doesn't sound legit at all.
We'll stand.
See, I've never seen his eyes get so wide in my entire life.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I could be down for that.
We can meet at the cemetery.
We could do that.
See, it's a far walk for me, though.
Oh, yeah. We'll drive your car and then walk.
Yeah, I could do that, too.
It's not like you can't drive. You're in your car right now.
I know. I was just thinking, but you said get out and walk, so that was going to be my destination.
Yeah, well, you can like drop your car from my house and we could walk together on the other side of the street.
Nah, I'd rather just meet you there. I don't want to walk with you.
Okay, fine. You can meet me there. But it's an interesting place because you'll see a lot of like the street names from Farmingdale are all buried there. But when I was young, since a lot of the headstones aren't fully in, I think we just sort of accidentally kicked one down.
Accidentally kicked one. I got you.
Yeah, well, listen, you're a kid, you hang out in a graveyard. We just saw it fell down. So I've always been a little weary about that.
You know, out of all the sick and dumb shit me and my friends did when we were younger, I don't think we've ever really partook in any graveyard antics.
No, it's not something you would. The only reason I did is because it's within walking distance to my house.
Yeah, I get it. No, listen, if I lived there too,
I'm shocked you'd hang out at a cemetery, though. You seem like you'd be afraid of stuff like that.
When I was younger,
I'm surprised. Would you guys be? Do you think is it illegal to bury? If you can get a permit to bury yourself in your backyard?
I believe so. Yes.
I think you can't do that. You're not supposed to bury pets either.
My backyard, back by the park, like in the back corner of my. I want to be buried there.
That's how much of a homebody you are. You don't even want to be buried there.
What happens if you get cremated and you just tell them to spill the ashes in the backyard?
I think if you get cremated, you can do whatever you want with the ashes.
I think officially you can't dump it on a public place, but you can do it.
Maybe that's the way around it. I just get myself cremated and dig a little thing and dump my ashes in the backyard.
I feel like we should just dump your ashes in an ashtray in like a car, in your car.
Put me in an ashtray buried in my backyard.
Right.
Okay.
That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
By the way,
great idea.
You have a lot of ideas of what you want us to do.
And they're conflicting. They're conflicting ideas, all of them. You only die once, Trick.
Conflicted.
Well, you have the other one where you want to be...
You want to be propped up?
Yeah, but that's the wake. You wake me, and then you cremate me.
Oh, wake and bake?
Wake and bake. Yes! Wake and bake.
All right, I like it. We could do that.
That's it. Wake and
I didn't
bake.
know that's going through a lot. That's like paying for two different things, though.
That's like a double hitter.
No, because most people who do get cremated, non-Jewish people who get cremated, have wakes. And then they cremate after.
I guess you're right.
Well, I know because I'm pretty sure my uncle had a wake and all that, and then he got cremated after.
Do you remember where you did you guys scatter him someplace, or do you have him?
We personally didn't, but my cousins and I don't know if what they do is like you can get a little bit, somebody else gets a little bit, then there's like one that you could like. That's the beauty about ashes.
You could spread them around.
You could make things with them.
Like what?
Become a ring that my nephew wears.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that with you. Maybe we'll give
like Robbie. You think
would you wear
Robbie,
something like that? Because I feel like that would freak me out.
Maybe not a ring, but I would wear like if that is a little creepy. I'd probably keep it in storage.
Yeah.
But if my nephew wore like a necklace and I was the necklace.
Oh my God. Or we could turn you into like we can scatter your ashes throughout adult babies' mugs and then give them to our guests. Take
That
home
would
a
work.
little piece of chick with you.
B, could you? If I
That's-
die, it will be in my will, to both of you, to get a little bit of my ashes. Can you install my ashes on the bottom of that mug? You know, like the Latte Larry's mug has a bottom piece to it.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
that a see-through ashes. It's just me.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
just chick, a little piece of chick.
A little piece of chick every
Little
time
piece
you
of
drink
chick.
out of that mug.
That'd be nice. That I would do.
Hey, you have to
Yep.
become morbid because I'm so morbid that I need you to do something for me after I die.
I know. Well, there's a growing list of stuff.
You got to
that
write
want
it down though, because
B,
it's a
you're
lot.
gonna be so important in my afterlife. There's a lot
I
of
know,
things.
and I'm gonna come up to your family. I'm like, listen, I know you don't know me that well, but you know,
And
we
I
did the
love it
podcast.
because you're the most awkward person, so it's gonna be so hard for you
Yeah.
to do these things. But you're the
According
one
to
I'm putting in
episode
charge.
107, 94, 56, 37. This is what I gotta do. Oh God,
I'm holding you responsible if I make it.
I don't like the responsibility that you're giving me.
But I don't care. You have to do it
I know you.
because I will haunt you. I will haunt you.
I feel like you already will. I'll be
No,
getting
right
phantom
now it's
phone
just gonna
calls.
joke around with you, but I will haunt you if you didn't do what I asked.
Yeah, I imagine that you would do that. But
Wouldn't
I'll
you
do
want
what
to
you
joke around with all your friends if you were dead?
Yeah, of course.
Like play pranks?
That's why I don't.
Just
I
like
think
subtly fuck with them, like move stuff a little bit to
But
the
that-
point
But
that they're
I do
just.
things that they know it's me.
that's what makes me think that maybe it's not so easy for the afterlife to do that. Because if that was the case, that would be happening all the time with people.
Yeah, but think about it. If you're still dead, right? You have a lot of people that you love and you miss.
Yeah.
You're probably going to want to spend most of that time with your family.
How much
This
time?
is a great
Yeah,
question. What would your day-to-day activities be if you were dead?
well, I don't know what I could do. Can I just, walk up on people and
Yeah, we
In
have
my
to
opinion,
establish
you
the
could shadow-
parameters.
You could shadow anybody that you know, and you could do things to let them know that you're there.
But is there like a place for dead people? Like, is there?
Yeah, called the world that we're in right now. They're
Yeah,
with
but
you.
like, what if Ghost Me wants a cup of coffee? I can't go to the coffee shop.
Well, Ghost You's never hungry because Ghost Me You doesn't like that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Is
but I like a cup
you
of
don't like
coffee.
it anymore. All that stuff is gone. You live. You're not even living. You're dead, bro.
Yeah, but then why would you want to
But I-
prank anyone? Oh, oh,
I think you just
Sorry,
died.
sorry.
where'd you go?
Oh.
Can I tell you this is the only reason why I don't want to get cremated is because I feel like if there's any afterlife, if I burn my body, that I won't be able to taunt people.
But your body's gone anyways, right?
Is that it though? Does your soul leave before the cremation? Do we know that?
Well, does
I don't know.
This is
I
what
don't
I've been thinking about in quarantine.
yeah. Well, I don't know if the soul burns with the cremation. That seems like it wouldn't make sense.
Because
It does.
your body decays anyways.
Your body is just a
It's a vessel.
mode of transportation. It's a vessel. It's a carrier.
All right, well, I get that. You know what my
So-
thing is that like I just feel like once the physical part of you is done for like that, like burned,
Yeah.
like at least there's bones. I feel like there's no hope of coming back.
Do you think you want us to wait like 30 days before we cremate you? This way you can be sure your soul left.
No, because I
Yeah,
might
he
come
was
back as
pretty
a zombie
stagnant in his
fucking
life.
50 to 100 years. It may not be 30 days. It could be years. Wouldn't you want to come back as a skeleton, as a zombie if you could? I would.
I would have.
I don't know. As a
You would've-
zombie?
Well, whatever. Yeah, the dead, living dead.
Sounds like
dead.
a horrible. They just walk around all like
Well, maybe you have a
Shit.
brain. Did you ever see some of those other zombie movies with different outlooks on the zombies?
no, I haven't.
I have no interest in being a zombie.
It sounds
Serious?
terrible.
I have no interest in being a zombie. That's not something that I want to be. It's not
No,
something
me
I
neither.
enjoy. I don't
But
like
you'd
the
rather-
idea of it.
You'd rather be a pile of dirt?
Your jaws all falling off and shit.
No, I'd rather be like be able to float around. You know,
What?
like
Float
amongst
around
the clouds.
Prepare as what? Like, I don't understand that.
Like a spirit, like float around, take a nap on the clouds.
You guys are boring.
Go anywhere I want to go.
What's more boring than being a zombie?
Yeah, exactly.
You could still do things and fuck with people, and
You're
I don't
not
know.
living. This is not a Walking Dead movie, though.
But if there'll be a lot of others, if I'm a zombie, there's a lot of other zombies. You have a crew, zombie crew.
You would be the one zombie that would be like, "I'll meet you guys later. I'm gonna sit."
One of my shows is on.
You'd be the most boring zombie ever. There'll all be walking to be one zombie just sitting by himself,
Smoking. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Oh man.
Like an apathetic zombie.
This is the things that go in my head when people ask me what I'm doing. I'm just thinking about outlandish things in
You
quarantine.
just thinking about too much stuff these days? Is your mind?
No, it's not racing in a bad way. Just stupid things like this I think about.
Yeah.
I watched a show last night called. Actually, I'll wait for my picks.
Okay.
I watched one of your picks last week. The Dave
What?
Chappelle
Oh, how great!
award thing was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Chris,
What
what are
one?
you're still working and all that stuff?
Oh yeah. I
How's
go
that
back
going?
in tomorrow. It's going.
How you
I mean, it
feeling?
sucks.
Still down?
No, I'm good.
Good.
I'm good now. I got some sleep, but it is what it is. It's not changing. So.
All right.
But there was good news. I think the
death toll didn't get as high as they thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it didn't get as high as they thought.
Right,
So.
When
That's
did that
good.
happen? Was that today? Is that news
Sunday.
today?
No,
Sunday.
Sundays. I honestly haven't checked the news at all today.
Yeah.
I actually haven't either. I was outside all day. It was the best.
Well, you know what I was going to say? I actually would thank you for reminding me. So we get a text from Chris yesterday that says, let's not do the show tonight because we've been liking to do on Sundays, which is not really a thing. So in that regard, I don't really think it wasn't like we planned on doing it.
No.
But we had mentioned Sunday. So Chris says, tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful. Why don't we all do it outside tomorrow?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. I didn't push anybody to do it today during the day outside where it was nice out. But why didn't we do that? About that.
I thought we were talking about it this morning, and then I don't know, our conversation stopped. And
All right. No, I
don't
feel
know.
like talk about it and just stop. We got to shoot for an outdoor episode.
We should do that.
Yeah, I would have done it.
I would have done. I mean, I don't know. I was doing I cleaned out the barbecue and set up some stuff. I would have absolutely done a show though.
My family's worried right now about me because I have to clean the whole house before my parents get back.
Yeah.
And they all think that I'm incapable of being able to clean the whole house well. Not that I can't do it. They're worried about me doing a good job.
I can see why though, because you sort of.
No, here's the reason why. Not because of anything about half-assing it, because I know that's what you're going to say.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's
They
how
don't-
you live your life. So.
No, I don't, because when I do things, I do them excessively. Like obsessively.
You do it
too well?
but you don't put a full effort.
No, wait, what?
You don't put a full effort.
Wait, are you
into
saying the
anything.
problem is you clean too well?
No, I'm saying they were worried that they think because I've never had to clean the whole house and only small increments of things at a time, that it's going to be overwhelming for me. And I'm like, are you guys fucking kidding me? This isn't this is my brother, my fucking sister-in-law. I'm like, you guys are ridiculous. I'll be fine. So now I got not a huge ordeal, but I have a huge mission to clean the whole house tomorrow. So tomorrow I will be, and I got a nice size house, Chris. You've seen it. There's a lot.
Yeah. A lot going on.
So that's my mission, and I almost want to videotape myself, and then I want to do it and make a video out of it to throw back in the family's face. So I might need your help, Chris.
Yeah. That could be funny, actually. It'd be like B's spackle video.
Yes, on me cleaning and showing that I can know how to clean, baby. I can clean.
I think. By the way, if you clean like I spackle, then your family's going to be exactly right about what you're doing.
No. Well, there's two things that I'm trying to take on. One's the cleaning, and I have to hang up a dartboard, but my brother's going to help me with hang the dartboard.
All right, that's good. I think. Can I give a suggestion with the cleaning?
Yes.
How about you do it in the wee hours of the night when you're, alone,
You
and
got your best thinking.
throw on some music and bang out a room?
Because it's too late for me to bang out music. Like, I'll be thumping music. I can't be thumping Griselda with my neighbors listening.
How loud do you have to keep it though?
If I do it, I do it like I'm not going to put it on low. I'm going to blast that motherfucker.
Yeah, but you could put on music at a decent level at night, and people aren't gonna. You'll be okay, I think.
My windows will be, I don't know, man. I'm going to just do it all day tomorrow. I got nothing to do during the day. Why do it at night when I watch my best TV and
All right, you're right.
have
You have,
nothing to
yeah,
do
that's,
during the day? So I'd rather do it during the day. So at night, I feel like I deserve all the pots I'll smoke.
gotcha. All right, fair enough.
But
I
anybody who's got any cleaning tips for me, and you listen to this before I start my endeavor, let me know. Reach out to the show, my direct message.
What kind of cleaning tips?
Yeah,
I don't know. Apparently, my family thinks it's the hardest thing in the world.
I don't
So
think
maybe
it's
I
the
don't.
hardest thing.
Maybe I don't know what I'm.
I think you might just be underestimating the amount of time it'll take.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe there's little things that I'm not expecting that I think it's going to be a lot easier than it really is.
I could just see you sort of going over stuff really good, like you go really big on one part, but then you sort of forget a lot of the other parts. Where you come home
like the toaster is spotless.
Yeah, like there's one part that's really clean, but then there's a lot of parts that are not so clean. That's what I see you do.
I could totally see that.
I almost want B to come by. The only reason why I don't ask you, Chris, because he's a lot closer, and I don't trust you right now. You'll probably bring Corona into my
probably will.
But I want B to come by, walk my house before I clean, let me do a whole cleaning, and then walk my house.
Lift stuff up?
No, well, I don't need you to touch anything. I just want you to walk in and look. The eye test.
Okay.
And the
eye test.
Well, I'm not leaving my house, so that's not gonna happen. But I'll take your word for it that you're gonna do your best. I know you're gonna do your best. I just don't think it's gonna be the best.
It just made me think how inadequate people think I am at adulthood.
But you know that already.
But it's like, yeah, is that new?
No, I can do these things. I mean, just because I live at home, it doesn't mean that I'm incapable of doing things.
But I mean, your history shows you're a little bit less than capable of doing things.
No, I'm not good with. The only reason why I'm really in the situation I'm in is because of my irresponsible spending and gambling and shit like that. It's not because I was unable to clean or do laundry or do those things.
Okay. Well,
listen, one thing I'll admit is if I had to cook and do that shit on my own, I'd probably eat very weird because I'm not a very good cook. But what I'm saying is I could do things. I'm just not responsible with my finances. So to me, the worry that I'm not going to be able to do this stuff is like, I mean, even if it was that hard, all I would do is Google it.
But what is there to Google? That's the thing. Like,
that's my point, though, Chris. I'm in your ballpark.
Then,
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be fine.
I think you know how to clean. Absolutely. I think everyone does. I think the thing is it's just going to be like a lot of like physical activity.
Well, maybe I'll split it in two, do like the bottom of the house tomorrow.
Yes, I think that's a good way to do it.
That's a good way to do it because getting it all done in one day, you're gonna
burn myself, and then it'll be half-ass, right?
Right. You'll finish one room and work really hard on that, and then the rest of it is just like.
So I'll
get to it.
Basement. I got a basement, like a top floor, and then I got 5 floors, but it's not like 5 big floors.
No, you're like split level.
Yeah, split. So maybe I'll do a level a day, and I'll make that the next 5 days. I'll clean a level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be the way to do it. Now you were talking about food, and I spoke to you earlier. You said you were making rice or something else. How's cooking with Chick going?
Cooking is. I told you I'm baby stepping it.
Yeah.
So I incorporated like boxed rice that you just add water and butter and microwave or throw in shit like that, or tortellinis that you put in boiling water, and that's what I'm doing. I'll tell you one thing, I haven't done the chicken cutlets yet, not because I don't want to try it, because I'm waiting. My family put in a big order with A&S for when my parents come home. And the goal is when they come in, we're going to get all the chicken because I haven't been buying that stuff. A lot of the other stuff,
Right.
that's too expensive for me to buy for what, you know what? I wasn't going to buy chicken cutlets.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I'm not, whatever. I just wasn't doing it. So I was waiting for them to come and I'm going to make those probably next week.
All right.
So I'm going to start doing the more from scratch stuff next week. But I've been doing like, you know, like I said, tortellinis, like box shit like that, I'm not eating the tip, like I'm still eating the frozen goods, but
are
not
you
as
like are you making your own thing out of it? Like, are you putting some seasoning on the rice to make it fun, or?
yeah, like little things that I like, but I'm also not like I said, I don't know too much about what the seasonings that I love are going to be yet. So I'll add a little things in that. But the box rice I had some seasoning in it, which was nice.
That's
And
good.
yeah, it was. So I've been doing stuff like that, but I'm just eating like I had chicken and rice instead of Hot Pockets. And now I have ham, that like those little ham steaks and some pre-packaged packaged mashed potatoes that I'm going to have. And I'm trying to eat better meals at least.
All right.
It's
That's
a
good.
process for me. It's baby steps, baby.
All right. Well, you're getting there. When this whole thing is over, you might be like on your way to be a real adult.
Yeah,
It seems
that's the
like,
goal. Look, I'm going to be able to clean. I've already been able to do laundry. Now I'm going to be able to cook. Boom. Now I just need money.
Yeah.
Boom. That's the easiest one.
Boom.
Be
People
fine.
are listening like this kid is ridiculous.
Well, if they're just figuring out on episode 107, then they haven't been listening.
Then they're not a very good listener.
Yeah, they're not a very good listener. But I'm not going to lie. The other day, like originally we used to joke that I was going to be not happy with quarantine, but I was accustomed to it because I already am a homebody to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And I've realized quarantining is different than even being a homebody, bro. I'm bored all the time.
There's
Even
just
more bored than when I do things because there's never an end in sight.
yeah.
That's the thing. There's no end in sight.
No, I heard like August. Oh,
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise
Dude,
me.
could you
Now
imagine?
that I'm starting to realize football is going to be canceled, I was kind of looking like the light at the end of the tunnel would have been, let's say it ends in the beginning of the summer. Maybe they do some makeshift other sports, but football was going to start in August, and like that was going to be the first sign of normalcy.
Yep.
I know that
Yeah.
sounds weird, but it would have been one of the only things that hasn't been affected in 2020 by
It's true.
COVID. And
It's
now
true.
I'm starting to realize that that's because of mini camps and all that shit that's going to get delayed and pushed back, that there won't be football anytime soon, or at least not as soon as we'd all hope.
I agree. And they're
think they'll
saying
push
it's gonna
back the
start on
regular
time,
season?
but I don't agree.
Well, you know what? I might as well talk about one of the. We won't even do it a pick because it's just something that I watched that it was old. It was from 2005. I watched on Amazon Prime, and it's called This Coming Pandemic. And I don't know if you guys remember around 2005, it was about when the swine flu was big, like the bird flu.
Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah, you were a little young. That was kind of like the thing, but the reason why the swine flu and all that wasn't terrible was because it didn't transfer from human to human. It transferred from animal or bird specifically to humans, and then they would get it, and most of them would die. Like it was bad. So this pandemic talks about how this is the H5H1 instead of the H1N1 or whatever the fucking thing is called.
Mm-hmm.
And they were basically explaining how the next pandemic is going to be bad. And I meant to look it up, and I still have to see if COVID is a form of the swine flu, because not the swine flu, the bird flu, because they said the problem was going to be when the virus can transfer from a bird to a human and then human to a human. That mutation there is the bad part, because then it's something brand new where there's no treatments for it.
Yeah.
And then it like lightly went into things that can happen as far as a global pandemic is concerned that are pretty true now. But it was mainly talking about that. And I think that's basically what this shit is. They all come from these fucking animals that are being like close kept, and like all these diseases, and like, you know, those fucking animal markets that are,
Yeah,
you know,
and then they jump.
and then
Wet
they jump
markets.
to a human. And once they mutate from human to human, that's when they get really bad. So I got to look. And if anybody else has done research on it, I want to know if there's any correlation between the bird flu. Because if this thing came from a bat's a bird. They're all, like.
Is a bat a bird though?
No, it's
I
not
don't
really
know.
a bird. No, it's not a bird, but I think it's a close family. It's got to be.
What is it?
A bat it's not a reptile. What the fuck is a bat?
I don't know. I'm gonna look
Dude,
that up.
Amphibian? Is it an amphibian?
No.
What's the
It's a frog,
The
right?
rodent? Let's see.
I think it might be a rodent. Whatever.
I don't
But
know.
the whole point of it was that I think that's what this is. It's like once it mutates and is able to transfer from human to human is when it gets bad. But this thing's called This Coming Pandemic, and it's not like a fright thing, but it was actually really interesting, and I
Okay.
thought it was something that was cool to watch and listen to.
Yeah, it's
All
a
right,
rodent.
check that out.
And it was on
Rodent.
Amazon. But yeah, a bat is a rodent. All right,
Yeah.
so whatever. Maybe it probably has no relation to the bird flu.
It's a flying rodent.
Flying rodent.
It's
Strange.
a flying
That's
rodent.
interesting. Did you see that tigers in the zoo caught the virus?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Central
going to be
Park
bad
too, right?
too. If people could start giving it to their dogs, that's just going to be
Right?
a whole different sadness.
Oh God.
That'd be
I
so
know.
upsetting.
But now, where do they think the tigers got it from? Like people?
The tiger keeper tested positive but didn't have symptoms.
Oh,
That's a weird jump from a human to a tiger.
Right?
Does that
Yeah.
mean that's the same thing for a cat? And maybe not a canine, but a feline could have it?
and can you
This
get
is
it from?
biology, bro. Biology's crazy. All the biologists in the world are loving life right now because their
They're like vindicated.
topics are like, yeah, but not even that. It's just like everybody's talking about shit that they know about and probably no one ever wanted to talk to them about it. And now
Yeah,
people are,
that's true.
now everybody's asking them questions about it and they're like front and center.
Oh
It's
man,
so true.
biologists are finally the cool people at the party.
Yeah, everybody else
Everybody
is
wants to.
nerds, the worried nerds. The biologists are like, I knew this shit was coming, you fucking idiots.
Yeah. Well,
That's funny.
B, what's wrong? You look nervous, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Do you not like talking about anything related to it? Does it freak you out?
no, I'm fine. I honestly am just on the edge here with this stuff. My sister's giving birth tomorrow. I'm
Oh.
a little worried about that.
Here's what I'd like to say to that. When is she going in?
Well, they're inducing her, so
No,
I-
like early in the morning, or does she have
No.
to work the whole day and then they're doing
it'll be 3 in the morning.
Oh, so tonight, basically.
Tomorrow, no, it'll be tomorrow 3 in the so
So,
Wednesday.
okay.
If you could talk to her, even yourself, on Zoom, record-
She's not into it.
even if it's just you?
No.
I want to know what
She's
people in
stressed.
quarantine who have like major issues coming on.
I
that
know.
aren't-
I tried to get her on, but she's too stressed. I
Probably
understand.
a little stressed, yeah.
It's just too much.
She would probably stress out everybody who's listening too, and they'll all be. She'd probably get
Probably.
flooded with phone calls.
Yeah, probably. It'd probably be a lot. So it would be great. I wish she would have done it. It would have been fun to listen back in a year from now to see
Like a
what.
frantic state she was in before it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
But-
we could do it right after, and with
Maybe.
hopefully
Yeah. Maybe
stop
when.
willing all the
Yeah.
good.
Then
all
she's
the
gonna
good
have a
stuff.
newborn baby. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah. No. I don't know. I'm.
Are you nervous?
Nervous about what?
Just that she's pregnant and getting induced? Is like the whole family on edge right now?
No, I mean we're okay. I mean I think she's gonna be fine.
Well,
I'm
no,
more,
just because of the virus and how like you guys can't be there really, right? I'm
well,
assuming.
it's awful. I'm not gonna be able to see the baby. I'm gonna be able to look at the baby through a window.
Yeah, and it's like a
You're
quick
gonna be able to
turnaround,
do that?
too.
Gonna go to the hospital?
Me at the hospital? No, we're not allowed there.
Oh, that's
He's
right. They're
barely
sending home the same day, right? Aren't they gonna be home tomorrow too?
It's like
Yeah,
a
that's-
12-hour turnaround, I think.
Yeah, it's something crazy like that. And
That's
we're
right.
not gonna be able to see touch the baby for a while. So
Yeah, that's you know what? That sucks. You might not even be able to touch that thing as a newborn until it's 6 months.
yep, yeah, it's gonna be weird.
Oh, that
So,
sucks. Oh, sorry, B.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
and
that
then
sucks. man.
I'm also at the point I realize this is probably the longest I've gone without doing stand up, like just being on a stage. And that always it kind of settles my mood for whatever reason. Like if I'm feeling not great, if I go and if I get up and do a set, I automatically my mood is better. Oh, always. Like it's
You
just
try
it's like
and think about hosting any, like even just to practice your material, not for it to be good.
It's different.
I know it's not good and it's different, but like just to do it, just to say out loud with people.
I sat down and wrote the other day. That made me feel good. No, it's just it's the idea of like getting on stage in front of people and getting the laughs and stuff, or even the not laughs. But it's like this is the longest I've gone.
I would imagine every time suffering as far as that's going with material.
I'm sure, yeah. And then I just saw there's this guy, this waiter at Dangerfields that passed away. He didn't pass away of the virus, but he was old. He worked at Dangerfields for 51 years, 50 or 51 years or something like that. Like he was there when Rodney Dangerfield was there. You know, he was there through everything. This guy was great. His name was Chario, and he would go. As the show was going on, he could barely hear, so he would take your order. He'd be loud and stuff. He was not a great waiter, but he'd go into like where the comics were hanging, and he would just tell dirty jokes the entire time. And then
I think you might have talked about him.
I'm sure I did. The guy, he was one of my favorite. And then if the show was early, they would put him on the stage, and he was like this old Greek guy, and he would just tell dirty jokes from like years ago, so they weren't politically correct, but it was great, you know.
That's awesome.
And he died.
That is
like, you know how it's one of those things where when people can't, that guy's been working at that place for years, 50 years,
and nobody can pay their respects because of this.
Nobody could do that, and it's one of those things where, you know, when somebody just doesn't work and they lose the will to live.
Yeah, like he was going strong and then he stopped.
Yeah, I mean that he wasn't working.
Yeah, no, that's true. You don't even think about that.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm just I don't know. This whole thing is getting to me. I miss being out. I miss socializing with people. Like,
well, I like that we're going to be documenting your nervous breakdown on this. How by episode, I'm guessing now by 109 or 110, you are be on the verge of quitting. You're going to be in such a breakdown.
I won't be. I'll be fine. I'm just. My head's not there. Like I'm not even able to watch a full I
tell you, I've been having trouble. That has been the hardest thing, is even being able to sit down and watch a full movie or something like that.
Really? Why is that?
I don't know.
I've heard that from a few people. I don't know. I don't. Why are you feeling that?
Dude, I can't focus for that long. It's like I want to. Dude, it's different. Like, this is why I don't know how people. I always say, "Oh, in jail, you know, you're just sitting in a cell, say, for 24 hours. How bad? Like, not that it's good, but how bad? You're not doing anything."
Oh, yeah.
But like, when you want to watch TV by choice, and you are able to do other things, you know that when you sit down, all right, I'm going to sit in and hone in for a couple hours or whatever, and watch this. Like, it's going to have my attention. When you for fucking the whole day are like watching little things here and there, and you're like trying to find things to keep you busy because you don't want to just watch TV for fucking 15 hours every day.
Mm-hmm.
If I find that I can't focus on anything that long, and I'm watching TV sporadically throughout the day until like late at night where I can maybe watch a couple things. But even then, I'm getting tired by that point. But like the rest of it, I can't focus. Like I tried watching a movie today. I got 20 minutes in, realized I wasn't even paying attention, and I shut it off. And I'm like, I'll fucking go back to it.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time focusing on the same thing.
It's like a lot of sitting in the same spot too.
Yeah,
it's just like I've been here.
No, yeah, it's just boiling where instead of doing nothing, I'm doing one thing. I'm doing nothing, and because I don't want to do anything. Like I can't focus on anything, so I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I can't focus on anything. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. My mind is just it's like I don't know. There's just too much. There's nothing stimulating myself, so I'm just like I can't pay. I don't know. I'm losing it.
Listen, humans aren't made to just watch TV. How much can that stimulate your brain? And like that's what I'm saying. Like even me who enjoys it, dude. Like I need other.
It's not enough.
Yeah, I need people. I need interaction with people to an extent. Like even though it's not a lot, going to darts every night and having that competition, or going to a buddy's house and hanging out where you're bullshitting with your friends is just a little different. Like going out to eat or just doing all these other little things that you do keep you sane. And now it's just like the one thing is getting played out. That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
When TV's the only thing,
right.
It sucks.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. It is.
It's like the lack of diversity of what you can do. So it is like it's cool. Like, I mean, you're at your house by yourself, but like B and I have people in our house, you'll have your family back soon. But even that, it's like, okay, I want to go talk to other people.
Yeah.
I want to hang out. I want to hang out with my friends. I want to go, sit at Croxy's with B and strangers. And like, it's things like that.
I haven't even touched another thing except like my nephews. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like a hand or anything. Like, you have your girlfriend. I'm not, just like even that stuff. It's just weird. You feel like totally distant from everybody and everything because like you said, you feel like everything's a bubble boy.
Yeah.
Like that sense of touch. Not that you're going around just touching people, but like a simple handshake or a fucking hug or, kiss hello. And if you have a girlfriend and things like that, like that I guess you could still do that. But it's, it's weird. It's just so weird.
Weird.
I've seen a couple of my friends not hanging out, but like when you do see them, like even my buddy today, I can't even go over and give him a handshake. It's just fucking weird.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, I don't like it. Not a fan. Not enjoying this at all.
Yeah, I can honestly say that the quarantine was like fun. It was never funny, but like you were making the best out of it, and you're like, all right, this might be that bad.
It was like cute for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was like cute, and now it's like, all right.
Now it's done. Like it was. Listen, the first couple weeks I was scary. I was like, it's just scary, but we're gonna hunker in. We're gonna be here. Now I'm like, I can't. This is driving me insane.
And now you even play the games on House Party, like all those games at the dice, like the dice, and it gives you the list of games. The questions are fucking repetitive. The fucking the things in Pictionary, like you can't even fucking play the games on House Party anymore because they all fucking suck because they're easy. It's like sports, and you only have 30 questions that you're siphoning through.
Right.
You know what? We're all stuck at home. How about you make that game fucking hard?
Yeah.
How about fucking stop doing repeat questions? Like everything's aggravating me now. It's like it's bad enough I got to look at everybody through a fucking screen. That now on the fucking games that we can play on here, they suck.
They suck.
Yeah, I haven't been doing that house party as much. It just kind of got old for me.
I did visit Pornhub Premium.
What's that?
Pornhub put right away that Pornhub Premium is going to be free.
Oh, and what?
At first, I knocked it because like, who the fuck needs Pornhub Premium?
I was going to say, so what is the difference?
What is premium?
Listen, I don't really know, but I did go on, and you have movies on there and like channels and all those videos with the little star on them that you couldn't watch. I don't know what the difference of those videos are. Maybe they're uncut and they're straight through. I guess.
Did you watch any of them?
Yeah, I watched a few. I'm saying, like,
are any of them a pick?
No pick. But the actual camera quality, not that it needs to be that much better, is clearer.
Okay.
All right.
And the videos aren't like clipped. You know do you know how some of them are like clipped, like they piece them together, the parts from it, and cut other shit out to try and purchase something.
So this is uncut.
I'm pretty sure that's what I could say. And maybe the videos are better. I don't know.
All right.
I had to. It was free. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I actually signed up for YouTube Premium. So I'm starting to watch
that shit for free. The only plus to YouTube Premium is so you can put music on, shut the app off, still listen to it in the background.
Yeah. Yep.
That's literally the whole selling point.
But how much is it a month?
$9.99 or some shit.
Yeah, it's like expensive to put music on in the that's
what I'm saying. Like, what's the other perk on YouTube Premium?
It doesn't have. Well, it has a few shows on there.
Oh,
Cobra Kai.
I already watched them.
And then I watch YouTube like podcasts or old radio shows before I go to bed, and there's no ads.
Oh, that's nice too.
Sometimes with the ads, like I'd be like laying down ready to go to bed, and then an ad would come on about blah, 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 blah. So now it's sort of straight through, and I just go
You
to
know
sleep.
which ad gets me every time when I'm falling asleep to something like that? That Calm app.
I have the Calm app. It's fucking trash.
Oh, I've never used it or anything like that, but every time I'm listening to something late night on YouTube, it pops on, and I don't realize it because it's so calming. I don't realize it until it's like 2 minutes into the ad, and it's like a 6-minute ad.
Oh yeah, I probably forgotten that too. I didn't even realize it.
So I mean, I think we're all pretty much getting a little stir fried here. Like it just fucking, like, I don't know. Well, I do want to give some picks because I watched something on HBO that is currently going. It's the middle of a docuseries, a new docuseries that just started, I guess, in place of McMillions.
Oh, cool.
I hate to cut you guys off and just go right into them, but what the fuck else?
Oh, we have nothing. We're talking.
That's what I was saying.
Gibberish over here.
It's called Atlanta's Missing and Murdered.
I want to watch this. Yes.
It's Atlanta's Missing and Murdered: The Lost Children. It's a HBO documentary series. It's about those 30 kids from 1979 to 81 who were murdered in Atlanta. And like one guy got convicted, but they don't even know if he's really the one who did it. And it's a whole big.
Did you guys listen to the Atlanta Monster podcast?
Yeah.
No.
It's that whole thing.
It's that whole thing. You should listen to that chick. It's really good.
All right, maybe I'll check that out.
It's the same story. I got to see this docuseries.
Also in the last season of what was that show? With the murders, not the murders, with the FBI.
Which one?
I don't know.
I know. I'm really not. It was on Netflix. It was a really good one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The one with the guy, the investigator who's using the serial killers.
Yes.
Mindhunter.
So season 2 is mostly with this one.
Oh, okay. Mindhunter.
Mindhunter. Yeah.
That's right. He was how they left off on it.
Yeah. So,
but yeah,
all right, it's good.
I watched the first episode. It was really cool. I don't know how long it's going to be, but the first episode was good.
Yeah, I think it just came out yesterday, right?
You know, it's going to be another very racially charged thing. So, you know, it's another touchy subject, but it was very good.
All right. I'm down with that.
The other thing I watched was on Netflix. I'm sure you guys have seen this around, but I haven't heard anything else about it, like getting much hype, but I did watch it. It was How to Fix a Drug Scandal. The docu-series on Netflix. Dude, it's a story about, it's a docu-series, and it's about these two chemists at two different drug labs in Massachusetts who get caught tampering with like the evidence from drug cases that they were getting sent. Basically, whenever there's evidence that's brought in and a case goes to trial, to see if what they actually have is coke, if it is heroin or it is pot, they send them to these drug labs. And there's like these two main labs in all of Massachusetts, one for like the Boston part and the other one for like the other county, the west part. Yeah, the west part of fucking Massachusetts. And they were basically tampering with the evidence. One of the girls was like a fucking cokehead doing all the drugs in there and shit. And it affected thousands of cases of people who were already convicted. Yeah. So it was really interesting. And it was a relatively short, it was like 4 episodes. But I don't know, it was really cool. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I saw that trending on whatever on Netflix.
Yeah, like I saw it trending, but I haven't seen anybody post, like Tiger King, people can't stop posting about it. And I haven't seen a fucking thing about it, but it was really good.
It was good. All right.
The other thing was another movie that I saw on Netflix. I watched this one a little while ago. I've been meaning to talk about it, but I haven't. It's called Freaks. It's on Netflix. It's with Emile Hirsch and Bruce Dern. Okay. It's like a father who keeps his daughter in the house. He doesn't let her leave the house. But like as she starts to like venture outside and shit, she starts to learn things about like the outside world and shit about her mother who she thinks is dead, and it's really cool. It's a good story.
Wait, does he leave her in like a cage or something, or he's overprotective?
No, she's in her house, and there was like this virus that killed a lot of people. So it's not like that out of reach to keep
Like
the
what's
state.
going on right now?
Oh, so this
Yeah,
is like
it's kind,
yeah.
but it's really nothing like it's nothing like this. It's just called Freaks. It's on Netflix. It was really good. I've been wanting to recommend this for a while, and fuck it, we might as well do it today.
All right.
But I love Emil Hirsch and I love Bruce Dern.
Yeah, I like both of them as well.
Bruce Dern is one of my favorite actors because you know how I love fucking The Burbs.
Yes.
And he's one of the main characters in
Right.
that. Daughter's a fucking we figured that out, right? Laura Dern is his daughter.
Yeah, I think he was in Nick's rap.
What?
He was in Nick's little freestyle.
That's right. No, Laura Dern was in there, but the sperm all over her face.
Yes.
yeah.
All right.
Those are my 3 picks.
Nice.
All right.
I might check the HBO one out
I
tonight.
definitely want to see the Atlanta one.
Yeah, and that thing was only an hour too. It's not like those long-winded fucking 2-hour episodes. It was an hour.
That's
If you're gonna
that's
do
the right
multiple
time.
episodes, make it a fucking hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm just killing time until the Jordan thing comes out.
Me too. April 19th.
They should push it up again.
Yeah,
I can't wait 13 days.
I know. Me too. Is that how long? It's only 13 days?
Well, today's the 6th, so tomorrow we'll release this. It's the 7th, but yeah, basically.
All right. Listen, I think we got it, huh?
I could just
Yeah.
tell you, done. These
Yeah.
episodes get shorter and shorter. I can't wait till the fucking end of this fucking quarantine where
Episode 120 is like 30 minutes
episode
long.
120 is like, no,
we're
it's not
just
even-
we're
like
saying
15
hi to
minutes.
just say goodbye.
It's just gonna be like, all right, still in quarantine.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Yep.
We're still here. Talk to you soon. Death
Yeah.
toll 1.7 million.
1.7 million. Not us though.
Still not
Yeah,
going down.
No, if any of
No,
us get it though and go to a hospital, we have to do the show from one of those tablets they're giving people.
Are they giving people?
Oh, they're
tablets?
giving people tablets?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Dude,
didn't know.
A ventilator. I'm telling you guys now. I know it's not funny to joke about because I'm not even joking about it.
What'd
But
you
if
say?
any of us, I said it's not funny to joke about this because there's people, and I even know people who are sick, and I'm not making light of it at all.
Right.
But the act that we make on the show, as hard as it's going to be for people to see and as depressing as it might be, you get on the tablet, and even if you can't talk and you're on a ventilator,
What
you
if
just
you're on a
have it-
ventilator? You're not going to be able to do anything. Somebody's
Yeah.
got to do that for you.
well, maybe I'll
It's-
be able to use my hands still, and I'll
No.
just pick.
No,
No, you won't.
you're like out.
You're done.
Oh,
You're
really?
out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
not that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody will have to come in and just take a picture of you like this.
Yeah. No.
You're not going to be
Maybe
doing
we'll
it.
have the nurse just be part of the podcast and just
Yeah.
have
I'm sure they're not busy.
the third camera will just be on the third one of us.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're generally not so busy. So
We'll
We'll
just get
part
a
of the
picture
show.
of that person and leave it up.
We'll just get a person and leave it up.
That's all.
Maybe
Oh,
I should
God.
all do like a picture of it that we want
What?
up. Never mind. I'm losing my fucking mind, bro. What do you want me
I
to tell
can hear that. Me too,
If you
man.
made it
Horrible.
this far,
hey, if you made it this far, good
this
luck
episode,
making it
I
further.
can't wait to listen back to it. Guys, please review us. Give me something to read, please. An email. I mean, we haven't gotten one review. We're sitting in quarantine. I know you're all teaching your kids and working from home, but go on the
Yeah.
Purple Podcast app, make fun of us, talk about us. The more you talk about us, the higher we are up on the listen list, so it pops up more. So please,
Yeah. Please.
it really does help us out. You're not doing a fucking thing.
We would appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much.
And yeah, thank you guys. If you made it this far, stay healthy, wash your hands.
Catch you
All
next
right.
time.